Welcome back to the show. Let's talk about some of the hot topics of the day. Joining me tonight, Joe Madison, a Sirius XM radio host, David Drucker, a staff writer for Roll Call, and Heidi Harris, conservative radio show host of the Heidi Harris Show on KDWN in Las Vegas. Okay, first topic. Will there be a Ryan revival? Some of the Tea Party groups are planning to resell Ryan's radical plan that would end Medicare as we know it. They're planning to bring it back up in town halls this month. Did they forget what happened last time?
The Ryan budget proposes to turn Medicare into a voucher program.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Well, that's
yes, it does.
Well, you did vote to voucher because that's what his vote is.
You did not run on this.
Okay.
There are ways to pay for it.
Okay, if you let me answer
and it's wrong
that's good.
to do this.
Joe, can you believe this one?
The voucher program is not going to work. They're going to get the same reaction. Let me give a personal point of view. If the Ryan plan had existed at my age when I found out last year that I had prostate cancer, and the treatment was well over $40,000 to get rid of that prostate cancer, that would have done away with that voucher. And that's what you're going to find people saying. Now, does Medicare have to be adjusted? Do we have to worry about corruption in Medicare? Of course, and that's what I hope this super committee will do. I don't have a lot of faith in them, but at least I think that what they're going to find, and this is a direct answer to your question, they're going to find the same exact thing, no question about it.
Heidi, don't they realize that we've been there, done this, and that the Ryan plan has already been rejected? Why bring it back?
Well, because the reality is Medicare, as we know it, is not going to exist by the time I need it. There's no question about it. The way I look at it, either you make major modifications, you go with the Ryan plan or something like it, or you can have what I call the Cindy Lou Who plan. Remember from The Grinch, when the Grinch told Cindy Lou Who everything was okay, patted her on the head, sent her back to bed, and stuffed the tree up the chimney? We got a lot of people in this country who want to be lied to, and for some reason they believe politicians who tell them everything's okay. Everything is not okay. Every 7 seconds in this country somebody turns 50. You do the math. There's no way Medicare is going to be solvent by the time I even need it.
No, but I think we have got that point. We've hearing that over and over again. The question is, what do you do about it? Joe Madison just said, yes, it needs to be reformed, but we have rejected the Ryan plan. Isn't this just Tea Party arrogance trying to ram it down the American public's throat when they've already said this is not the reform we want?
Well, I don't know what the reform will ultimately be. I like a lot of aspects of the Ryan plan. Listen, the Tea Party has got everybody back in D.C. insane. They're calling us arsonists, suicide bombers, terrorists, jihadists, because they're upset that the left can't run roughshod over everything. Oh, they sure are, Joe Madison. You know they're causing that.
Let me get
Nobody's called anybody a jihadist or that they use the word terrorist.
Let me ask you a question, David.
No, they haven't.
I'm sure Heidi's going to denounce Sarah Palin saying the president started in a terrorist's living room as soon as I come back to him. But let me ask you, David, give me the political landscape of this. Tea Party goes back out, starts doing these town hall meetings after this whole divisive polarizing of the debt fight. I mean, are they going to help or hurt the Republican Party in doing this?
Well, Al, I think the thing to understand is you're right in that the American people weren't too excited or too wild about Paul Ryan's Medicare reform plan when it was first introduced, and it didn't seem to get a lot of grassroots groundswell of support from the conservative ranks. They were a little bit supportive, but in my view, relatively silent. So to the extent that they want to go talk to their congressman during the August summer recess and express support for this plan, it's not necessarily a bad thing politically, in that it's already out there. Seniors are already aware of it. The deficit and debt issues are already out there. They're not going away. We're going to be talking about this, as Joe said, when the super committee gets together and starts to hash out the next phase of the deficit reduction plan that was just signed into law. And so if the issue is out there and there is support on the right and they're vocal, it can only help the issue.
All right, let me let Joe step in. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry. I want to say something about what Heidi said about all this terrorist bomb throw and all this kind of stuff. Let me cut a deal with you, Heidi. You stop calling. You tell your side to stop calling the president tar baby and boy, and then maybe you won't hear that other kind of rhetoric on the other side. It really kills me when I hear people sitting up there, oh, you're calling us names, you're calling us terrorists, you're calling us jihadists, and then we have to sit up here and listen to these racially insensitive connotations every single day in this country. So if you want somebody to stop doing that on your side, then I say put the tar baby to rest, put the boy to rest, call the man a president, and make sure you give him the same respect, and maybe you'll get a little respect. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Heidi, we'll let you respond next time because we're out of time. Thank you for a great panel tonight.
Thanks, guys.